Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers always welcome. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person on your mind. What is going on in this connection? Where are we headed? What is next? What are their thoughts and feelings? Anything spirit wants to share with me. So please take with you what connects to you and leave the rest for everybody else. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that was newly drawn here for the first time. Very grateful. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. I ask you to deliver us guidance in this area with this person. What is it that you have for us? I'm listening for you now. Had a jumper, so we'll go with the jumper first. I have stagnant, stuck. I feel stuck, limbo, right? The feeling of I don't know what's going on. I don't know where we're headed. I don't know, are we moving forward? It's a very difficult place to be, is where when you don't know where you stand or what your person is thinking about your future. Cutting ties. Standing up for something, letting something go, freedom. Okay. Are they still trying to have their freedom? Are they trying to have their cake and eat it too? They want a relationship with you, but they don't want to give up their freedom. You can't have it both ways, everybody. I have thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions, drinking, waiting for them to grow up a little bit, waiting for them to be more responsible. It doesn't matter how old they are. They could still be doing those things. It's like, grow up, like start behaving like an adult. Divine masculine energy. Okay, so authority is jumping out at me more than anything, just kind of like that. They're going to do whatever they want. No, it doesn't really matter what you're saying. And that feels disrespectful. That feels like you don't listen. You don't care what I think. I have tension. I'm stressed out. I almost feel like I want to say, like, don't tell me what to do. And then I have daydreaming. I had hopes and dreams for this person. Maybe my hopes and dreams right now are, I don't want to say crashing down, but this person isn't on the pedestal that they were on. And right now I'm trying to decide, is this somebody who's going to make some changes? I have running, they're escaping, they're denying, they are holding back, so is this person struggling with their divine masculine energy in this case, that, I kind of like who I am. I like my freedom. I like, I don't know. I don't want to give up. It's almost a sense of, I don't want to give up what I have just because I have you. I shouldn't have to give up anything else. Where's the give and take? There's a sense of, does this person realize that they've got to give more, like there's a sense of balance needed. So let's see what they're saying. Bottom of the deck, I have laughter and joy, and I have a love affair. So is there something going on behind the scenes? A dirty little secret, they're saying. Oh boy, maybe they've been pulling away, or it's been stagnant because there's somebody that's interfering in this connection for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. So where is the joy in this? So is there a dirty little secret? All I can tell you is if you find that that's going on, Spirit will always give you the evidence. The truth always comes out. So some of you have already gone through this. Maybe you've already experienced this. And Spirit's, just kind of reminding you, don't put yourself in that situation again. Well, let's see what the cards are saying. I want to get back to this happiness and joy, but obviously if there's something going on behind the scenes, maybe we already went through this and we're trying to rebuild. Let's see what the cards say. I have a 10 of Cups. Could be a marriage. I have a Page of Cups. I have a Six of Wands. I have a Three of Swords. This person has hurt you. This person, it is a sense of, can we try again? Now, you may have not broken up. This might not be even a no contact. It could be we're just kind of in a limbo. You know, this feeling of we're not where we should be. But there is love here, and there is this person of I did have a lot of hopes and dreams with this person. I feel like when I fell in love with this person, it really was my everything. It really is the person that I wanted to be with. So I'm hanging in there for good reason. I'm hanging in there because I don't want to walk away. You know, I'm still grateful or something that this person's in my life. I still love this person. So I'm not ready to give up on this connection, or you're not ready to give up on this connection. I have a Three of Cups. I have a Nine of Cups, a Nine of Wands, and I have a Two of Swords. I have a feeling that we are surviving something very difficult. Okay, that either the truth came out of a situation and we both decided to try to make it work. You know, like somebody, you know, they made a mistake. Okay. And I don't, you know, of course it's not a mistake. They knew what they were doing, but they made mistakes, you know, realizing that they could lose you. But it's a feeling of, I don't want to lose you. Okay. I want to keep trying. I want to, you know, I don't want to be with somebody else. I want to be with you. I do feel like this is kind of a finding our way back to each other. Like I said, it doesn't even mean that we were in a separation. It could be we were just in a bad place, you know, that things were just tough at home, so to speak. Finding our way back together, you know, finding, how do I want to say it? Yeah, finding our way back. Sometimes we go through a lot, you know, it's long relationships. You know, there's a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of things that happen in a long-term relationship. But I do feel like these two individuals are deciding to stay together. I will say that. I feel like I've made up my mind that I don't want to give up on this connection. So somebody is willing to forgive the other person. Let's see. I have shocking, trouble. I was not expecting this. That feels like I was blown away. Okay. You know, I was blown away by these dirty little secrets. Okay. And it changed my life. It put my life in turmoil. It shocked me. It hurt. It's painful. I've been lonely. I have been withdrawn. I isolated. My person isolated from me. They pulled away. I've been putting a lot of thought into being with you, missing you, wanting it. I want my friendship back. I want harmony and peace again. So this feeling of, you know, what has happened to us. Bottom of the deck, I want loyalty. I want loyalty. I have a feeling that we had something shocking happen, and we have to get back to, can I trust you? Can we have peace of mind again? Can we repair the damage? That's always the question in these types of situations. I believe two people can. I think that if both people want it, if both people can heal, there's a sense of we have to do it, you know. But I'm not going to say that we haven't gone through a lot. I pushed you away, just came in. I was mad. I was angry. Somebody was dishonest. Okay, deception. Once you feel like somebody's been dishonest, it's really, really hard. Somebody messed up. Okay. sending you mixed signals for a while, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you know, and you knew it. You were like, what the heck? You know, what are you doing to me? So sometimes you just can't ignore it, and you have to approach it and say, what's going on. And maybe the secrets came out. Let's get some initials. Some of you may want to confirm your person's letters, first initials, last initials, your list initials. If you're not interested in the initials, you can skip over this part, but let's see what they have. The letter F, I have a G, I have an M, I have a D, I have a Z, I have an S, I have a T, U, N, A, I have an E, and I have a B, and I have some new letters, and these are the first letter and the second letter of a name. Okay, so the first letter is E, second letter in the first name or last name is an L. Okay, so this is a little bit harder, but I feel like they're a little more accurate. Might give you some confirmation that you found this reading for a reason today. I have the letter E, R, J, E, S, A, G, O. I have an A, M, J, A, P, E, and A, D. Okay, so some of you, those could definitely have confirmed something, and maybe you are going to hang in here and keep listening, see what Spirit has for you, because you're feeling like this is your reading now. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Pentacles. They come back with an offer. I have a Fool, and I have a King of Pentacles. So this person wants to give this a second chance. This person is starting to realize, Six of Cups, that this is somebody that I can see myself with. So it is a feeling of, can I give this a second chance? And will you forgive me? And I feel like we have too much at stake. Okay, that we could have a home together, we could have family, we could be living together, marriage even. I feel like we have too much at stake financially. Like, it's not that easy. It wouldn't be that easy just to walk out the door or just to move on. So, you know, there's something else at stake here. So I think that that makes it, helps with, you know, sometimes that influences the decision that, you know, whether it's kids or a home or time that we have invested into this relationship. Love, certainly, that we have invested it, excuse me, into this relationship. Spirit, please share with me, what is my person thinking and feeling at this time? Things have changed. I'm haunted by the past, my own. I feel like they're putting more pressure on themselves than you put on them. So if you know, you go through this stage of, I want you to feel bad, trust me, they're putting more guilt and shame on themselves than you could put on them, is how it's coming in. I've been hurt too many times. I've been unfaithful, you know, somebody's been unfaithful. So it's a sense of being unfaithful overall. It's somebody who crossed the line, and, you know, it changed everything. And, you know, sometimes some people can forgive and forget, and other people say, no way, I'm moving on. I can't handle this. There's a burning rage. I'm angry, you know, I'm upset. That could be you, that could be them. But, you know, why did you do this to us? Why did you hurt me? So it's hard. It's really hard. Independence. I admire your freedom to be who you truly are. This came into me as your strength is what keeps this together. So you could be the person who says, we'll survive this. We can get through this. You could be the cheerleader in the, even though you've been hurt, you could be the one that's stronger. You could be the one that says, somehow at the end of the day, we'll get through this, because we have too much at stake, is how it's coming in. Let's see what some feelings are. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. I have, is it truly over? I'm worried, right? So we could have been very close to it ending. The way I have treated you was wrong. Please don't put up with this behavior. I know I was wrong. It's like my heart wants to go on its own way no matter what I try. So, sometimes we don't even know what our feelings are in situations like this. And the best thing you can do is not make a decision when you're so upset. Just kind of wait and see. I don't want to be like the rest. I know that I'm different. Maybe they don't want to be like everybody else who walks away when it got really hard. Maybe they don't want to be the person who says, we made a mistake, things are tough, and we just throw in the towel. Maybe they're bigger than that. They say, you know what, we have to fix this. We have too much at stake, whether it's kids, family, a home. We've been together for years, something like that. Silence. I don't want to talk right now because I don't know what to say. So we probably have gone through that. Nostalgia. You always made me smile. You really were the best thing in my life. There's a lot of fear here of losing you. Healing. I'm focusing myself right now and really healing my wounds. I'm taking this seriously. This isn't a game for me. I don't want to lose you is how it keeps coming in. I wish things could be different. I wish we weren't here. Okay, that could be really important to the two of you. Fearful, I pushed you away because I was scared of this love. Maybe I sabotaged this love. Maybe it started to get too comfortable and too good, and I felt like I didn't deserve all this happiness. So I sabotaged it. My ego, my self-esteem, my selfishness got the better of me, something like that. I wish things could be different, of course. But I do feel like at the end of the day, this person, I never knew the meaning of true love until you came into my life. I feel like this person's really struggling with, I guess, commitment, just the whole commitment energy. I crossed the line. I let you down energy. How do I ever get it back? How do I ever repair things? Now, you guys could have stayed together through this whole period of time because I'm not even feeling a no contact. Yeah, we're mad at each other. Yeah, we might be sleeping in separate bedrooms, but it didn't end things. It didn't. So there's something going on here we've got a reason to stay together. And I want you to take a close look at that because I do feel like your person genuinely feels like they made a mistake. And I don't know why I did this to you. So hopefully they find the answers. But let's put this out to the universe. All I know is they don't want to lose you. There's too much at stake. So we have time to heal. We have time to repair. Let's ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I'll put those links in the description below. We'll see you all again real soon.